What is up, boys? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm currently dialing in a creator's offer which you guys would see in a bit, and by the end of this video you'll learn how to craft a high ticket offer if you are a creator that has a consultancy business. Alright, I'm talking 5k, 6k, even up to 10k without selling your soul, without selling your time in the fulfillment. Now, this one would not be a flashy video at all. There would not be any fancy editing, fancy animations in this recording. But if you can watch it through till the end, you will stay ahead of 99% of your competition. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed the video and bye. Alright, so offer, framework, and methodology, right? So recently I partnered up with a creator, right? There's a little bit of misunderstanding going on in the beginning, right? Since we partner with creators and we work on a sort of a commission basis, right? Where we only get paid a share of profit we generate them in their consulting mentorship offer, right? And since we operate through that lens, he assumes that, because I'm a big fan of high ticket, right? He assumes that we are pushing this high ticket offer just so that we can increase our cut. Right, and that's not the case at all. We still stand by our mission, which is to make every single info product life-changing. And again, I'll show you his offer in a bit, his version 1 and version 2, and ultimately what is the ultimate offer that we decided to sort of pursue, right? And so that is not the case at all, right? We still stand by my mission. My mission is to make every single info product life-changing. As of right now, I don't know how yet, but I'm still trying my best, right? The first sort of lever we can pull in order to make that happen is probably to dial in the offer, the messaging of the offer, right? So this creator, he charges like 5k for his high ticket program, and I think he also have like an accelerator, 2k, 3k just for students that are quote unquote a little bit broke and cannot yet afford his high ticket mentorship, right? And so most consultants, they have this mindset that their consulting business is directly tied to their time, which is totally false. It's not true at all, right? And that's exactly what I'm trying to get him to stay away from, right? The goal is to scale his consulting business, consulting offer to 50k, 80k months without sacrificing much of his time in the process, right? This one is a trading creator. I know that he's a trader. He's not like a full-time consultant or anything, right? He has his trading to take care, right? Which leads me to my next point, which is the offer, right? In order to scale this up, the main lever you can pull, right, is the offer. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys the framework, and then I'm gonna show you what are the offer that we sort of came across and we are preparing to sell, right? So when we come up with the offer, there's probably, you want to look at what is your ideal customer's pain point, their current situation, and what is their desired situation, their goals. And between their current situation and their desired situation, there's what's called a golden gap, a bridge, all right? Serge Guattari talks a lot about this. I like his concept. There's called a bridge, a golden gap. And between that golden gap, there are skill sets, and between that golden gap, there are skill sets that your mentees, they need to learn in order to get them to achieve their desired situation. So as you can see here, skill set 1, skill set 2, skill set 3, and skill set 4. So these are the components of skills that they have to learn in order to get them to their desired situation. Now, between each skill set, there are different sub-segments of the lessons that they have to learn, right? So if you could just figure out what are the skill sets your creator, your offer, your ideal customer need to learn in order to get them to their desired situation, and figure out what are the sub-segments, sub-lessons between that main skill set that they have to learn in order to master that one skill set. Okay, so that is sort of how we come up with offer. Now, in terms of the example of the offer, there is 2 versions that we came about with. The first version is, what he used to sell before we sort of partner up, right? So his target audience is, mid-level traders who are looking to master SMC strategies but need expert mentorship to fast-track their progress. They are familiar with SMC basics, but they want a deeper understanding of advanced techniques, right? And the pain points that this target audience face are, they are facing plateaued growth, right? The emotional control, they lack the emotional control. They lack a structured approach to trading, right? And the desired situation, the goal of that ideal client avatar is that with this mentorship, you will transform from an inconsistent, struggling trader to a disciplined trader with a structured plan in place. They'll master the advanced technique, advanced trading strategies, advanced trading techniques. They'll master their emotional control. They'll have the ability to trade profitably and consistently, right? So now with this personalized mentorship, they're gonna get like live training sessions, a network of like-minded individuals. They'll have everything they need to grow their skills in their trading journey. So that is the transformation that we are promising in the first version. Okay, so this is like a 12-week mentorship program, 3K to 5K, and the sub-segments look something like this. He offered bi-weekly mentorship, not per week, but this one is bi-weekly, live training sessions, the course, trading review and feedback, the group and mastermind, custom trading plan development, right? Trading journal template, and they also get like Q&As, weekly Q&As, right? Mindset coaching, the general Q&As, right? And so this is what the bonus look like: lifetime access and exclusive tools. So after some calls, so knowing that this is their current offer, their original offer, we sort of did like what's called an audience research call to see what truly do their audience want and what do their audience are willing to pay high ticket for, right? So I have them post this call that is hosted by me. So I'll be hopping on calls with their audience, understanding what they need, right? What they're looking for in their high ticket offer. So after like 10 or something calls, we pretty much received this feedback. And so after I received those feedback, I came and drew the version 2 of the offer, and it looks something like this. So version 2, their target audience is, traders who have experience and understand the market, but they need more accountability. Mostly all of it that is like sort of semi-profitable, they want more accountability. Almost 9 out of 10 times they want more accountability, right? Most of them, they want to sort of refine their edge in terms of trading, right? So they want more accountability. They have tried multiple different strategies, and some may even be profitable, but they want to hit that consistent profitable days, profitable weeks, profitable months, right? And the pain points that this target audience is facing is that they lack the accountability, right? They want consistent results, and so they're struggling with the psychology, right? The normal human psychology, like the fear, the greed, right? They make decisions made based on emotional decision making. So those are the pain points. And the transformation for this version 2 of the offer is that by the end of it, traders will have mastered the advanced techniques, advanced strategies to become a stronger discipline, have consistent profitable trading routine, right? So the goal is that they'll have more clarity and more confidence to make better trading decisions. That is the transformation that we are promising in this version 2. And as for the price point, it would be 6K, at least 6K to 10K, but we're sitting at 6K currently. As for the time frame, it would be a 12 weeks or 3 months intensive coaching program, right? So it looks something like this. The offer will still be the same. He'll have bi-weekly one-on-one calls, because in my eyes, he's still sort of a creator, influencer, and when you have that name attached to you, it's like when people pay, they want to experience more of you, right? They want to have sort of a relationship closer with you. So the one-on-one mentorship 30-minute Zoom session will still be there, but it's bi-weekly. So they have like live training sessions 3 times per week, 2 group coaching calls specifically focusing on accountability and progress tracking. And the beauty of this is that when you charge high ticket 6K, this creator can afford to hire people, not hire, but invite people from other coaches, for example, a trading coach, to come in and teach them some mindset stuff, right? You have enough margin to invite other people to become a guest in your sort of weekly coaching sessions, right? So this one will be a group coaching call, and of course the course that they have. Okay, so the customized plan would be that each client, they will receive a dedicated homework and action plan. All right, so this one will be like a weekly assignments plus a milestone-based accountability system that tracks performance and gives regular feedback. Now the coach would be giving the regular feedback, right? Group mastermind and community access as well, accountability programming, right? So this one is sort of like an automated survey that we can set up through Zapier, make.com, that would be sent out every Friday. to get weekly feedback and reviews. And the questions we can ask are, something like this. In the form, we want to ask these total 11 questions. How many trades have they taken? What are their weekly loss and profit? Questions like, what did you learn about yourself this week? Were the weekly goals met this week? Yes or no? What are your goals next week? And once you have the form collected, the consultant can be like, okay, since the consultant also have the phone number of the mentees, they could straight away see this feedback form and leave a voice note or give some guidance on, let's say, WhatsApp or iMessage, right? And then trading assets, again, fully built trading journal and guest coaches. They can invite, right? With enough margin, you can afford to invite this. That is why I like high ticket, right? And so the bonuses is that they get 24 access to coaches via iMessage or WhatsApp, quarterly in-person events, accountability partner program. Okay, so that is the version 2 of the offer that we came out with. And so this one would be the one that we're sticking to until sort of something changes, right? And our whole thesis behind why we want to go with high ticket is that the flywheel, it looks something like this. When people pay high ticket, they respect you more. Client respects you more. And so it sets the tone for the experience and reduces the chances of client churn or, the lack of commitment. When people don't pay anything, it's like they lose nothing. So there's no commitment attached to that thing, right? And when people pay high ticket, you as the consultant, you have more margins to hire top tier talent. You want to build an offer that solves the whole gap, right? And between that gap, you know that you're a consultant. You're not Superman where you can do anything, everything just by you. So with enough profit margins, you can afford to hire talent that does a skill sets better than you. Right? Does it make sense? So when you have enough margin to hire top tier talent to join your team, it allows you to stop trading time for money. Meaning you're sort of removed from the day-to-day operations and you can focus on scaling the business, right? For example, you can record more content, learn how to record better content, grow your brand, grow your skills, because we're scaling creator-led consultancies, and so if they grow their brand with the right monetization strategies, their consulting business will grow as well. Okay, so when they have better talent to help the consultant do the work on the consultant's behalf, it leads to better student results, better client results. And with better client results, your reputation goes up and it makes it so much easier to scale, right? And you can even up the prices from here because you have proof to back up your promise. Okay, I was sort of listening to one of Hormozi's podcasts, or Layla Hormozi, I forgot which one was it. And they talk about their goal for 2024, 2025, their marketing strategies, right? And they talk about, and the goal is to lead with proof over promise. Okay, so that is their goal. And so, for example, what I can give is that, let's say a YouTube automation mentorship. When people pay high, of course, they respect you more, it sets a tone. But here is where it gets interesting. When they pay high tickets, 6K, 8K, 10K, even 15K, you have enough profit margin to hire top tier talent. Meaning, it allows the consultant to build out an infrastructure, right? It looks something like this. It allows the consultant to hire and build out an infrastructure with a pool of video editors that allows their students to choose from. Okay, video editors that are vetted, trained in multiple different niches that your mentees can hire from. And not only that, and with higher profit margins, that mentor, that creator can also hire an accountability coach to coach his mentees in behalf of the creator. Right? Does it make sense? And when you have those infrastructure built out, it leads to better client results, right? It saves your client time. They don't have to vet video editors, they don't have to train them. They just can hire from your behalf. And this is just an example. Right? Another example I could give is that, let's say, an e-commerce dropshipping mentorship. When your client pay high, when your mentees pay high, they respect you more. And not only will they respect you more, here's where it gets even more interesting. It allows you to hire and build out an infrastructure with experienced media buyers in multiple different niches. Right? You can also build out a pool. You can hire, train, vet, build out a pool of UGC creators in multiple different niches that your mentees might be in. Okay, this allows your mentees to tap into this pool of talent without having to spend 10,000 hours spent on sourcing the talent, vetting, training those talent, right? This leads to faster, better, more efficient execution. When you lead with speed, it allows your student to get faster results, right? And as client-student results improve, your reputation goes up. Again, it makes it easier for you to scale, okay? And you can even charge more, and the flywheel continues, right? And sort of what I want all of my creators to stay away from, and sort of what I want all of the creators that we partner with to stay away from, is the low-ticket mentorship. Because here is what it looks like, right? Let me actually change this one to pink or red. Yeah, pink, red, pink. Okay, sweet. So the low-ticket mentorship looks something like this. When they pay low ticket, let's say 3K, 4K, the client sees value due. The client sees less value due to the lower price point compared to anyone in the market. Okay, this leads to them might not fully commit or respect the process, which can lead to higher churn rate of the students. Okay, and not only it leads to higher churn rate, it leads to also small profit margins. With lower revenue from each client, there is less room to hire top-tier talent or invest in scalable infrastructures. Okay, this forces the consultant to wear multiple hats, performing tasks themselves like the consulting stuff. Everything is based on them. The admin work, the customer service, the list goes on. Okay, and not only that, because everything has to be done by the consultant, it's like the output of the work, the output of the business is directly correlated to that consultant, which can lead to slower client results. Okay, because without the ability to hire specialized talent or build scalable support systems or infrastructures, your client or students are left with minimal guidance or implementation support. Okay, they receive mostly information, but as we know, information without implementation, nothing matters, right? A good example I can give is that let's say you want to be better at leadership. You can read 10,000 books on leadership, but if you do not apply the lessons that you have learned from those 10,000 books, your life would be the same, your business would be the same, your skills would be the same, right? So this goes to show that information without actual implementation, it doesn't matter. Okay, so when consultants are in this low ticket cycle, they are in direct competition with 1,000 other people, 1,000 other consultants in the market who are also selling information based or low cost consulting, right? It's like most of the people in this space, especially in Miami, those gurus in Miami, all they know is just how to yap without actual infrastructures in place, without the actual assets. And that's what I'm trying to stay away from. I want to build real tangible assets that is undeniably valuable, that can get results for my client faster. Okay, which draws us closer and closer to the mission of making every single info product life changing. All right, and so next would be the methodology. Right, the methodology behind why high ticket instead of low ticket, the why behind it. So with high ticket, people pay more upfront, but they get all of the solutions they need to achieve their desired goal. Okay, high ticket clients, they receive complete hands-on support and not just advice. So it looks something like this. An example, let's say you run agency 1, you have an agency, and you pay high ticket 10K, 15K to agency 2. But in return, your agency, you get access to the big agencies 2, their recruitment infrastructures. Let's say you want to hire a media buyer. You can access their recruitment team to hire, vet, and place that media buyer in your agency. Let's say you want to hire a sort of COO. You can access agencies to sort of their recruitment infrastructure, recruitment team to hire a COO for you so that they can place it on your agency. Okay, so you get access to their recruitment infrastructures. You get access to their media buying team. You get access to their fractional sales team, the appointment setters, the closers, and not only that, you also get access to the system integrators, all of the automation on Make, on Zapier, all the Zaps and all those stuff. You get access to their team as well, right? For me, I pay this any day of the week. Right, I'll pay this any day of the week. Imagine not having to spend thousands of hours trying to learn how to build up an recruitment infrastructure. Right, imagine not having to spend 10,000 hours trying to vet to see who's the best media buyer, right? It saves you a lot of time. So if we contrast it from high ticket to low ticket, is that those who pay for low ticket consulting, they only receive advice. And as I said before, advice, information without action, without implementation is meaningless, right? Simply providing information, it doesn't lead to results, right? So I truly believe that, it's time to sort of make a difference, right? This is why low ticket consulting, it sort of often leads to low success rate. I remember 3 years ago when I first came to the States as a legal immigrant, I just have like 2.5K in my bank. And I have big dreams. I want to achieve big dreams. And so I invested in mentor, 2K in a mentor. And when you're from a third world country, the currency compared to first world countries, for example, the States, and from Malaysia, since I'm from Malaysia, the currency in Malaysia to the States is a vast different. Okay, so when you convert it to USD, which is 2.5K, in my eyes is at $10,000+ in my own country's currency. So it's a lot, all right? And so I spend that much, and in return, I expect to have like appointment setters for me. I expect to have media buyers. But instead, all I receive is just information, right? It's like, man, thinking back is like, that is why I'm on this mission to make every single info product life-changing. Let's stop just the consulting. Let's go on hard mode. Some stuff that we build that allows our competition to not be in direct competition with us. That is what I'm striving for. Okay, and every single partner, all I care about is their success. I want them to succeed. I want them to generate results for their clients. Okay, and this is why I sort of quote unquote don't like that low ticket consulting, because it leads to low success rates. Not only low student success rate, it leads to higher churn, and it leaves you to compete with others who just talk but lack real business execution. Okay, but on the other hand, high ticket offers, they deliver real tangible outcomes. That is why they are more valuable. Alright, so that's pretty much for me, guys. That's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like this. This is a high ticket offer, high ticket framework, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. If you're still watching to this point, I'm super grateful, and I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.